Hey guys, welcome to my review of DC Spin Master Harley Quinn, Deathstroke, and Batwing. Alright, as always, I'm your host, the Frozen Stratos, behind the camera this time because, hey, I have brand new DC Spin Master Batman items, and this is the third wave. This is part of the third wave that's supposed to come out this year. You'll note that on the back of these, the rest of the wave will, sort of show up here. You've got, obviously, so many Batmen and so many Robins to get through. What I have here today are all the new unique molds of the new unique characters, and I'm just gonna go through and open up and see what I can get out of these, because the big question mark is, what are these accessories gonna be? So let's start off with Deathstroke. Alright, so yeah, I did actually get a request on Twitter to sort of see what's back here, and it seems this one's empty, so must have got shifted to one of these. Ah, there we go. This is an orange version of the blaster that came with Firefly. So, or was it Mothman? Either or. Ah, there it is. Okay, it did move. Yeah, this is another one. This is another flamethrower, presumably from Firefly. So he gets that, and also 2 katana. So that's very neat. We'll take a look at the figure in a bit. I also wanted to open up Batwing. Alright. His box. Alright, as for Batwing, I do hate this double protection thing here. Ah, okay, he gets this very nice blue claw thing. He's also going to be getting the scissors. The shield, sword, scissor thing. It's supposed to separate, but these are being very annoying. And also a Batarang. So that's fun. Alright, now we've got Harley Quinn. You can't see it yet, but there's something very distressingly wrong with this figure. So that's why we're only taking a look at the accessories first. But she also comes with this blaster thing from Firefly and or Killer Moth. There's nothing in this one, so hopefully, yep, everything's here. Oh, hey, she has a blue mallet. It looks very nice. She also has, oh, cool, red bat. All right, that's perfect. So, hey, let's take these figures out of the box and get them all accessoried up. All right, so here's the whole gang out of box. We're going to take a look at these guys one by one, but overall, they look very, very good as a set if you look at them from far away, specifically Harley Quinn, but we'll get there. What I want to take a look at first is, I want to take a look at the good guy of the group. It is Batwing's turn first. So, like I showed off earlier, he also has this item, which, you can put on him. He also has this item, which, admittedly, this one does look a lot better. But I figured a Batarang would be a lot more cool. His articulation is still, the bog standard for this line. Got the ball hinge here, and then, you've seen this line. If you're looking at this video, you've collected this line before. It's exactly what you expect, except the head. It actually, sometimes it's hit or miss for some of these figures, right? Where the head sort of gets stuck, but here it seems to move rather freely. Also, he's got, the wings of Batwing. They are bowed outward, like they point that far out, which looks a little strange, especially if you want to just, standard outward pose, but it works. And I also appreciate how they did not include this as an accessory. They included it as, just a part of the figure, so we still get 3 extra accessories. I guess it also helps that these wings probably wouldn't fit in that little space at all. Either way, there are some very subtle paint apps on this guy. It's tough to see, but there is a dark blue here and all over, I guess, this sort of graded area all over his body. So I do appreciate this. This is a brand new mold. And once again, anytime they introduce a new character, they always get a new mold. Every single time. So I definitely appreciate getting this guy here. And he was a little bit foreshadowed in the 2.5-inch sort of statue line, so it's really awesome to see him actually come here to fruition. All right, that's enough of Luke Fox. Let's take a look at the next figure. All right, next up is Deathstroke, and oh man, he's looking good. If you've been collecting this line for a bit, you'll know that there is a 2-pack with Batman, and this one is, I want to say, only slightly different. The major plus about getting this figure on his own is that he's going to be coming with these silver swords instead of, you know, the light blue ones that are included there. His head actually rotates a lot more smooth than most of the other figures, just like with Batwing, except I feel like this one's even smoother. Also, this is done in a very soft plastic, so it does get out of the way, it doesn't hinder anything, and you can still use the port here in the back. Actually, I'm gonna steal this from Luke. There we go. You can give him some bat wings if you would like. So yeah, that port back there still works. Play pattern, all that, very good. Paint apps here are plentiful. You've got plenty of orange, plenty of silver here, and even the white to pick out the eye. Guess that's a little hard for you to see. But yeah, I think this figure looks great. It's very successful in what it's trying to do. Even the back gets painted, and that's rare for figures like this, you know, cheapo kid figures, but it gets the full back painted. I really appreciate that. All the pockets picked out here, even the orange detail on the sash. This is a very good, successful figure. Also, like I showed off earlier, he does come with this flamethrower, which, you know, not bad. And this gun, which I assume is now going to be like the bog standard gun that they give everyone. And these fit pretty well in his hand. So these I'm worried about because they've got slightly thicker handles. Oh yeah, that's a little tough. But it does work. It all does work. I like it. It's not bad. All right, cool. So now let's get to the problem child with Harley Quinn. Here she is. So I guess on my camera, she doesn't look too bad. And honestly, with the accessories, everything else, like, from this far away, she looks very good. The only issue I have here, really, is the hammer isn't, you know, it's not long enough, but I will say it does have some very nicely detailed, you know, little, I guess, details. Yeah, I just said that. These are very well picked out. I do appreciate these very much. Just wish it was longer, and the color, not the best choice if I'm honest, but I guess they threw it into the paint job with all of Luke's weapons, so whatever. Then we have the bat, which is a bat, so I guess that'd be difficult to get wrong. Like I said, we've got this gun here, but she doesn't really need it. But what she does need is a bit of a makeover. Oh man, it's going to be so hard to tell. Hopefully I can get some better images here to really hone in on how terrible this looks. But these Harley Quinn figures, the two that I was able to get my hands on, are hit or miss. And most of them have been misses. I have yet to see a single good-looking Harley Quinn, but like I said, my sample size is only 2 out of however many thousand million they've decided to create. So, yeah, it's still rather difficult to see even with this lighting setup, but you can tell that, maybe you can tell that some of the yellow from her hair, the paint apps from her hair, have made it onto her face and make it kind of look like there's snot all over there. It's not a good look, and, so like I said, I found 2 of these, and this was easily the worst one. I'm actually going to be gracious because the other one that I got, I was giving to a friend, or, you know, selling back to a friend. So, I figured this might be a good opportunity to teach you guys how to fix this, because I have a feeling this issue is going to be rampant throughout a lot of these Harley Quinns. I don't know if I can help you with the lipstick placement, but if your face is as messy as this, I want to give you guys a viable solution on how to make this better. So let's do that. All right, so let's do our best to fix this Harley Quinn figure, huh? So what you'll need for this fix, a little bit of paint thinner. Wow, okay, I wrote on it so that you guys can see it, but I guess there's not room. So you're gonna need some paint thinner. You're gonna need a pretty good surface to do this on so you don't damage what's underneath. So got some of that. Then maybe some Q-tips are in order. Not 100% sure if I'll need them yet. But what I'm really going to be using are a bunch of toothpicks. Because this is going to require a little bit of precision on my part. I don't know. Hopefully this angle shows it off better, but these paint apps are not the best. So, yeah, let's try and fix this. So what I'm going to do is I'm dipping my toothpick into the paint thinner, and I'm just going to use it sort of as a pencil and try my best to start removing this. Now, it's going to be a while. Like, you're going to have to soak it in there for a little bit. I'm betting that this is white plastic that they put this on. So hopefully you don't have to be too precise unless you're like around the edges of the hair. I'm just trying to get this as good as it can be. I can't do anything about those lips, but you know, just want to clean this up. Like I said, this is probably only going to show up well if you have this issue in hand. But if you have these tools available to you, hopefully you can make it better, or just choose one that looks good, one that looks better than this, please, if you have that option. But if you don't, this might be something helpful to you. I'm gonna do my best, because this is you know, a very terrible setup to do with this camera pointed at it. So I'm going to take her out, see if I can clean her, and show you guys what's up after that. All right, let's go. All right, and she's done, hopefully, with this better lighting setup. Oh, yeah, that's much better. I got rid of basically all of those yellow marks, but upon further inspection, it seems that the lips aren't the only thing that missed. It's going to be difficult to see, but the eye is off kilter. Her pink eye is slightly above where the eye is supposed to be. These things are going to be bonkers. Like, they haven't done too many face sculpts and like paint, you know, they haven't really done too many tampos on faces before. So we haven't really run into this issue outside of maybe misaligned eyeballs. Misaligned eyeball paint taps. That's really it. So this might end up being a big problem, trying to track down at least a good one. She looks good on this side. I like that. This side, I guess that looks fine if you're not looking at the eyeball too much, but, you know, it's alright. And what I do also appreciate is the gradient here in the hair. This looks really good. Like, to their credit, this figure has a lot of paint apps. Like, and a lot of molded plastic colors, too. Because even here, in the legs, they have the joints swap colors. On the arms, they have the joint swap colors. This is pretty impressive for them. So I gotta give them props for the amount of paint apps, and you know, just you know, trying, at least attempting to get something super detailed. They really whiffed it on the head, though. I really wish it wasn't that bad, but they whiffed it on the head. You do have, you know, the color and detail continuing here to the back, so I really appreciate that. But overall, Harley Quinn, this one's going to be a difficult one. Oopsie. So, hold on. Let's get a group shot going, huh? So overall, like, I'm pretty happy with these guys. I love Deathstroke. You could probably get him in a 2-pack, but this is the only way to get his swords. For Luke, for Batwing, very happy to get his figure. It doesn't look like in the 2021 lineup he will be available anywhere else. So this would be, the single pack one is the only way to get him. Same with the Harley Quinn. And, since she's going to be single pack, it won't hurt too much if you have to go get another one. These are only $8, which is great. And you're getting a whole bunch of accessories, whole bunch of play value out of these. It's so nice to finally get some new sculpts, finally get some new heroes and villains for the collection. It's just, Harley Quinn, very unfortunate. I feel like going forward, Harley Quinn might have a lot of issues. So outside of that, I'd say these figures are very much worth it, as usual. I'm still going to collect these. I still love these figures. Yeah, I don't want to harp on the Harley Quinn too much. I really hope you guys get a hold of some very good-looking ones. I don't know how probable it is for them to do a running change at this point, or if that's even a viable option for them to try during the shipping crisis. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, but I am satisfied having these figures, at least some sort of representation of them on my shelf, and hopefully, since they've made the molds, they will readily reuse them. And if you do not have this wave, or if you do not get this wave just yet, hopefully they'll be reissued in some capacity later. I would like to see her in maybe some different colors, maybe lean into the blue more, who knows. But for now, that's it for these guys. Very excited. And if you want to know more about this line, I filmed a news video that went up, I believe, either before or around the same time as this one. So definitely check that out, because there are some, quote, new figures on the horizon, or just, some repaints on the horizon. So definitely check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to talk about this more with me, we have a Discord linked in the description down below, or you can check us out on Twitter for the latest news on this stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it juicy. I'll see you next time.